So, welcome to Biz Jet TV. Today we're going to be talking about places to go to do deals by private jet. And I'm not going to talk about the obvious ones, which would be like United States or London or whatever. I'm not going to talk about the obvious ones. I want to talk about one region in particular because that's where 60% of the new wealth is going to be created, and that is in the Asia-Pacific region, according to a number of studies, which I've also quoted in my book, The Quantum Economy. Now, this whole video has been taken out of information in the Quantum Economy, so I encourage you to get yourself a copy and click on the link below. But let's get into the countries we're going to talk about today. And I'm not going to talk about the obvious ones, which would be India and China. I'm going to talk about two countries which are not so obvious, and I'll explain to you why, and I'm going to tell you right away where those countries are, and it's Vietnam and North Korea. Oh, North Korea, Vietnam, that's interesting. So let's hone in first on Vietnam, and then we'll get to North Korea just shortly after. Now, Vietnam is an interesting country. 98.5 million people living in Vietnam. Very young population. Average age is 30. And growth of the economy is 10% a year. And interestingly enough, within the growth of this economy, they're predicting that the number of ultra high net worth individuals over the next few years is going to increase by 170%. Other interesting fact is the government is investing a lot in robotics, in getting young people to learn English and engineering, to create that young workforce which is ready for the new world of technology and robotics and AI. Also, the casino market is attracting a lot of tourists, and as tourists go in and they check the place out and they see what's being done with infrastructure and whatnot, they're saying, hey, this is an interesting country, it's going places, it's got a young population, these young people are starting to learn English and speak English and that. I think I may invest some money here. So, if you've got a private jet, you may want to go to Vietnam and check this place out. Maybe start by going on holiday, checking it out, and while you're there, check out the local economy and see what can be done, because there's certainly lots of opportunity going to be coming out of Vietnam over the next few years. And, the private jet gets you in and out a lot quicker, and it's certainly one to look at. Also, there's more and more private jets being sold to people in Vietnam, and I think that's going to be going up and up and up over the next few years as these people become wealthy and they want to travel, so they're going to buy themselves a jet. Why not? Next country is North Korea. Now, why am I mentioning North Korea? Now, North Korea, a population there is 26 million people. They're not having as many children as they really need to keep the population growing, unfortunately. But the big thing that North Korea has going for it is the trillions of dollars in natural resources, in particular in the mining industry. So, as we are developing all this technology and we're becoming a planet where technology is prevalent, we're seeing Elon Musk launching more and more satellites into orbit to connect people through the internet, through satellite, which means you'll be able to use your cell phone anywhere in the world, in the middle of the desert, on top of a mountain. You no longer need a cell tower. The new cell phones that will be coming out will all be connected to Starlink, and Starlink will be, allowing more and more people to connect with each other. Now, North Korea is going to be opening up. I reckon we're going to see a change in the US presidency over the next year and a half as the US going into election year in 2024. I think there'll be a change there, and if that change does happen, as I predict, then they're going to be more friendly towards North Korea. Right now, a lot of Chinese companies are doing business in North Korea. There's a lot going on across that bridge which connects the two countries, back and forth. A few people going in with their private jets. It's a lot easier to get in there on a Bravo registered private jet, which means it's a Chinese registered private jet. But you can get in there on other types of registration of aircraft. A few hurdles to overcome. Otherwise, you may just want to fly your jet to China, hop onto a Chinese registered aeroplane and fly into North Korea. But there's lots of conversations already going on, and I'm sure that the American companies want to get in on the deal. I mean, a lot of the technology that is being developed right now, think of the iPhones and whatnot, is all being developed by US companies, and they really want to get their hands on some of those natural resources. So there's opportunities there to make money. Now, a lot of people are talking about the guy in North Korea launching nuclear bombs and whatever, and that's just a lot of talk that goes on in the mainstream media. But behind doors, there's deals to be done. There's deals that are being done right now, and I think it would be good for the US and the Western world to get in on there, and it will benefit not only us in the Western world, but it also benefit the people of North Korea. I'm not a warmonger. I don't believe in going and bombing countries and invading them and things like that. I think we should open up opportunities to do business with each other, celebrate our differences and do business. And the private jet is a great way to go back and forth to do deals. And so that's my take on this video. Vietnam and North Korea. These are two markets which are emerging. There's other places I talk about in my book, The Quantum Economy. So grab a copy, click on the link below, and check out this recent interview I did with Tom Abboud, who's a private jet owner and also pilot himself, on how he built his business using his private jet. Very interesting interview. Lots of insights there, lots of things to learn from Tom in this conversation I had with him just recently. And that's all from Fabrizio Poli here on Biz Jet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.